What's going on YouTube? I'm back bringing you guys another Strike Pack / Chrono Zen video. In this video, I'm going to be showing you guys the absolute best setup and how you're going to want to set up your Call of Duty Warzone Pro game pack for your Chrono Zen, as well as the Warzone game pack for Strike Pack for My Pass. Now, they're both super identical, granted with a few differences I'm going to be showing you in a few seconds. It's going to be with my settings. You already know you got to match all your settings in game accordingly. So 6.6 sensitivity, you already know, standard default, everything. So you can follow along, but apply your own settings and follow along with the video. Now I already have them both open up right here. You can see on the left side is the Zen Studio Warzone Pro game pack. On the right is Strike Pack. Now I'm going to be going down little by little, breaking down everything, explaining everything on both and keeping them both, even. So like that you guys can follow along easily and won't get thrown off or confused. Start from the top, all of these in blue: button layout matching game, stick layout matching game, stick sensitivity matching game. So these are all my settings. I play at a 6.6 sensitivity, standard curve type. I highly suggest you guys try standard curve type if you're used to playing on dynamic, but to each their own. Like I said, these are all my settings. I play standard default everything, Dead Zone 5. Now the only difference in playing and using other settings other than mine, it's gonna have to do when it comes to finding values and using the anti-recoil mod, because that's a big thing. That depends on your settings and all that. So you cannot use my values with your same exact settings and expect it to be a beam when it comes to weapon values, because that's not how it works. You guys must match everything to the T, and if anything is different other than what I show in my videos, you can still follow along, use my videos as a stepping stone, but you guys must test and find your own values. All right, now first things first is going to be the global mods. So HT and SC is by far the best. The HT stands for hair triggers. You can see it number 1. The SC stands for slide cancel. That's going to be number 4. Do not select anything else. Trust me, it's pointless. These two are the only best two to run out of the 4. Turbo melee just spams melee, but you won't be able to perform any finishers, and that kind of blows. And shake reload is absolutely useless. Okay, it goes for both. Next, anti-recoil mode. You want ADS anti-recoil quick edit for both. It's like that you can be able to edit and quickly adjust your anti-recoil in game, just like I show you guys in all of my videos. Now the Warzone Pro game pack still lacking a few updates. So on here on Strike Pack, we have something called anti-recoil aim smoothing. You want to just leave this on standard. They have alternate, which is still in beta, but it's kind of like broken or just doesn't really work well, I guess. It's kind of pointless. There's not that much of a big difference. Just leave it on standard. Okay, by far the best, hands down, aim assist intensity number you want to be playing at and always leaving it at is 15. 15 is by far the best. Honestly, if anybody else tells you otherwise, they are lying to you. Anything higher than a 15, you're going to get crazy screen shake. Your screen will be shaking. Doesn't mean you're making aim assist stronger. It's a lie if someone else tells you that's the truth. Higher is just going to bring you more screen shake, and anything lower than 15, you might as well just bring it down to 0, because you're just weakening the mod. So Collective Minds, trust me, the makers of these devices say 15 is the default. 15 is what they found to be spot on, with the least amount of screen shake, with the strongest aim assist intensity. So 15 it is for both. Moving down, aim assist drift correction. If your controller does not suffer from any kind of stick drift, whether it's left or the right, doesn't really matter. Don't mess with any of these, okay? And if your controller does, that means your controller is on life support. And honestly, I would just say chuck it, get a new one. If you try to fix it, you can't. Don't stress yourself out. It could be very confusing, and it could give yourself a headache trying to pinpoint and fix your drift correction when using any of these. It's best to just leave these on 0 and just use a brand new controller. Trust me, saves time and saves stress. Okay, you don't want to stress yourself out. Going down to profile switch mode, so keeping them both even, so you can see, you're gonna want weapon swap. Now if you get confused and you've seen previously, like in some of my videos and my future videos, that I leave this on manual, it's just my personal preference, because I'm still so used to switching between my weapon profiles the long way, which is pressing and holding touchpad and triangle for my first or touchpad and circle for my secondary. That's just me, okay? That's me. But I know tons of you guys rather it be automatic whenever you swap weapons. So you're gonna want to leave it on weapon swap PS4 light bar. Now you guys already know the PS4 controller has the LED light on it, so you can use that as a benefit and leave it on this like this. It's like that. You could just look down the controller and press triangle. If control is green, it's primary. If it's red, it's secondary. It's pretty dope feature. And I can see why tons and tons of you guys prefer this. Weapon profile features, fast reload disabled for both. Now a lot of you guys are telling me right now that the auto hold breath is broken right now or is bugged. I am soon going to be testing it, like I promised some of you guys. I will get into that. But the number one thing, and please make sure before saying it doesn't work, just double check, get on these game packs, whatever you want, Strike Pack or Zen, come here, weapon profile features, make sure it is on fast reload disabled. All right, not all enabled, not all disabled, and not auto hold breath disabled. You want fast reload disabled, because first off, fast reload is a useless mod. It's useless right now. It's just don't. The fast reload is just don't. I mean, it's bugged out. It messes you up at times. And right now, if you just leave it on fast reload disabled like this is going to disable the fast reload mod, but keep the auto hold breath mod. All right. So leave it both on fast reload disabled. Moving on to class 1 primary weapon triangle for PlayStation and Y and Xbox. And then here you have its anti-recoil strength, the value, aim assist disabled. So you're going to want to set your first primary weapon profile like this, as you see in green, as you can see. Now the second one is just copy and paste. Same way, regular fire 100, aim assist disabled. Now I highly recommend you leave both of these weapon profiles as is and use them only for loot weapons. Guns you find, out of boxes on the ground, whatever, or you kill somebody, you take their weapon, whatever have you. Leave these two like that. And for the straight pack, we have something called weapon AI. You got all my OGs already know what weapon AI is. It's just a sequence of buttons you press, and the animation is shoot, reload, shoot, and it's supposed to automatically detect the weapon that's in your hand and optimizing the recoil for you. I wouldn't put all my eggs into one basket and depend on that weapon AI, because sometimes it could be bugged, broken, and sometimes it could give you a false value. But it's something you can use quickly to your advantage until you get, your loadie and all that, until you get your loadout. Now I made a separate video on, weapon loot and stuff like that, how to set it up and all that. So if you want to, just check that out. Just type in on YouTube, KevOzilla weapon AI, KevOzilla loot weapons, and I'm pretty sure you'll find my videos. Or you can set your secondary right here to rapid fire. It's like that. You have a rapid fire as your secondary. So when you're flying into Verdansk, you could just, switch to your secondary weapon profile, which is going to be red. Make sure the light on your PS4 controller is red, and you have rapid fire applied to that pistol, until you get a new weapon or until you get your loadie or whatever have you. That's something else you can do. But like I said, use these two basically just, for the moment till you drop in and stuff like that. So I wouldn't even really worry about these two weapon profiles. But if you want, check out that video. I go more in depth. Okay, moving on down here on the Zen, you have all of these buttons, but these are basically for the Elite controller. So if you don't have an Elite, I would just keep it going. Me, I'm skipping because I do not have. I'm gonna stop it right here at Block Game Rumble. Now I'm gonna catch up on this side, and I'm gonna stop it right here. Now with the Strike Pack, the Eliminator has 4 buttons. So that's why you see these 2 extra, button number 3, button number 4. And you see left paddle, right paddle. The Strike Pack Dominator, the OG, only has 2 paddles. Now, if you have the Dominator, I suggest leaving left paddle and right paddle mods disabled. So like that, you can remap them to whatever button you wish. If you have the Eliminator, you have 2 extra buttons. So, I can tell you, you have the option to have, the button number 3 to whatever mod you want. Here, you got a bunch of them. Hot shot, drop shot, so on and so forth. Slide cancel, hop throw, quick scope. But me personally, I'd rather have button number 3 for rapid crouch, button number 4 for turbo paddle. This is exactly how I set up my Strike Pack for my Eliminator. Now moving on to custom loadout 1. But first, I want to cover this on the Zen. Block Game Rumble. For your Zen, you want to enable this So like that, it blocks the game rumble. So like that, you don't feel any kind of vibration or rumble whatsoever. And I'm gonna show you in a few seconds towards the end of the video how you can block out game rumble indefinitely for the Stripe Pack. So like that, you don't never gotta worry about vibration again. But the Zen is different. Each game pack is gonna have a drop down where you could block the game rumble within the game pack. So just always double check. Now, last but not least, the loadouts. Now, you see me cover this mostly, in a lot of my videos. You see me uploading and finding weapon values and stuff like that, anti-recoil values, and putting them here for the custom loadout 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So each game pack, you get 5 custom loadouts. This is where you can set up 5 different loadies with each a primary, secondary with their own recoil value, making basically any gun in the game a beam if you manage to find perfect values for each specific weapon, depending on whatever your loadout is, whatever weapon it is you're trying to find your values for. Right? And that's it. That's how I would set up both my Stripe Pack game pack, Warzone game pack, and for the Zen, the Warzone Pro game pack, the best game pack to use for Warzone for your Corona Zen. So if you guys want, you can copy and paste. But again, if your settings are different, let's say you play at 7788, whatever, if you play at dynamic, like I said, try out standard. But if you have, you don't like standard, you like dynamic, hey, stick with dynamic. But these up here are always matching game. Now let me show you guys how to indefinitely turn off vibration within the Stripe Pack. So first, you're gonna want to close this, and then to save all your settings, you're gonna want to click this little play button right here, program device. Click that for your Zen. It's going to say saving to device, please wait. And for your Stripe Pack, click save configuration. It's going to say successfully saved. Click OK, but you're not done yet. Click save / to device. And then you should see it's gonna load, blah, blah, and it's going to save. All right, the Zen is done. Once it says done, then you're good to go. You can just X that out, Stripe Pack success, and done. Now X this out. But now I want to show you guys how to indefinitely, like I said, turn off vibration within your Stripe Pack. So you're going to want to click this right here. This little control icon right here. Click OK. Now this is, it says tournament mode remapper, but this is just a remapper. This is where you come to permanently remap your buttons and stuff like that within the Stripe Pack, because the Stripe Pack, we already know, takes over your controller. But I don't mess with any of this. I made a separate breakdown video on this like a while back. So if you guys want, like I said, just type it up, the remapper Kevozilla, you should see it. But right down here at the bottom left is what I want you guys to focus on. It says disable rumble. You see disable rumble. Make sure that's checked. If it's like that, you want to check that. Disable rumble. Come over here and make sure this is checked. Mirror advanced settings. All right. Then once both of these are checked, click save settings to Stripe Pack. And then that's it. And then you're good to go. You can close this out and plug in your Stripe Pack and go have fun. That's it. I hope this video helped you out. If it did, drop your boy a like, support your boy, and I'll catch you all on the next video. Peace.